due to a cosmetic issue, due to a cosmetic issue, I am not showing my face today. However, I will be talking sports. Cosmetic issue being that I scratched my face on the door like 5 minutes ago, so I have like a huge red line on my face, and I have to go to work, so it's not good. But sports, I could talk in the dark. Being a cashier at a shopping mart, it's not a shopper's, so it's not gonna be too fun. Anyway, anywho, anyhow, yesterday was incredible. I am very shocked. I went 1-2, so now I'm total of 11-5. My record is diminishing as we speak. I gotta stop doubting these home teams, man. I gotta stop doubting these home teams. My losses yesterday were the Trailblazers beating the Clippers, which I lost because the Clippers destroyed the Trailblazers, and the Heat the Hornets beating the Heat, which the Hornets got blown out. Well, they didn't get blown out. They lost by 12, but overall, how they played is just a blowout. The Heat versus Hornets, that game really surprised me. The Heat scored 72 in the first half. They definitely slowed down their margin because they only scored 115 points. If they had scored anything close to what they did in the first half, we'd be looking at a 144-point game. But, no, they scored 115 points, but they did have 72 in the first half, and we're only up by 12. The Hornets were playing good ball, but the Heat were playing so much better. They shot the lights out. Almost 75% of the shots went down in the first half. They definitely did slow down, but it wasn't enough to give the Hornets any momentum. The Hornets slowed down just as much. They scored an even 43 points in the second half. Heat won by 12, 103 to 115. That game was really just overall just a spontaneous game. I really had fun watching it. It was very I loved it. I loved the game, even though the team I had winning, lost. I loved the fact that they were playing grit and grind basketball. The stars were scoring. Dwayne Wade had 28. Kimball Walker had 29, a game high. But it wasn't enough. Uh, the rookies didn't show up. The Hornets rookie Frank Kaminsky, Frankie K. I like to call him because I can't say his name. I gotta learn these names. I know his name, but I just don't know how to pronounce it. He only had 4 points in 19 minutes, which is not effective at all. His plus or minus, I believe, was -10. That's not really effective for a basketball game, especially as an athlete. Only 4 points. He went to the line 4 times. He shot one shot, missed. He needs to get more shots up. He needs to at least try to put it together. Kimball Walker did drop 29, so he didn't have as many opportunities, but he has to put up at least 5, 6 shots, in my opinion. Yeah, that was a good game. Next game was the Cavs versus the Pistons. I have the Cavs winning, but not by that much. I had them winning 99-93, but I don't guess scores. I don't want to because it's just way too off. But I had them only winning by 6. They won by 17. They shot 38 threes, hit 20, shot about 53 from the 3-point line, which was incredible. Definitely had me. Sorry, I'm just unzipping my sweater. Definitely had me shocked. Cavs are not a 3-point shooting team, but J.R. Smith can get hot when he wants to, and it is time, J.R., to get hot. He hit 7 threes. LeBron hit 2. Love, I believe, hit 3. Kyrie might have hit 5. I'm not too sure. But they definitely lit up the floor last night. It was incredible. This Pistons team, who should have had momentum coming into game 2, almost beating this Cavs team, did have momentum, but they couldn't keep up the Cavs' 3-point shooting, and Love being at center is definitely disturbing their peace because they cannot have Drummond to be a basket protector. Kevin Love is just too lethal at the 3. It's hard for them, and I'm pretty sure the Pistons are going to have a hard enough time taking 1 or 2 at Detroit, but I have them taking 1 at Detroit. I have the Cavs at 6, but they can take 2 at Detroit. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Game 3 was the Trailblazers and the Clippers. The Trailblazers did not show up last night, and it was very disappointing. Leonard and McCollum in total scored 32 points, shot terrible from the field, 16 apiece. They did not show up for that game. They did not want to win that game. They lost by 21 points. I did not have the Clippers if the Clippers were to have won, I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh, they might win by 2 or 3. They won by 21, so they're winning on an average of 20.5 points a game, which technically is 21 points a game, and that's ridiculous because this Clippers team is not that much better than this Trailblazers team, and I don't know what to say. That I mean, talent wise, the Trailblazers backcourt is a lot better in like athleticism and talent. Damian Lillard could drop 40 on you easy, but at the same time he could put a dud in 16 points. CP3 is a lot more consistent. He dropped 25, 5 and 6, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, but he didn't have to put in much. His guys around him helped him out big time, and that was a great game. I was just very disappointed in the Trailblazers. I went 1-2, so I'm 11-5, and that is not good. Um, I don't have anything to compare myself to. 11-5 is what I am, but I'm fine with it. I thought I'd be at least 12-4. I thought at least two. I thought I had a lot of faith in the Trailblazers, and I was very disappointed to see what they came out to play like. They got outscored 35-20 in the fourth quarter, where it really matters, where it really counts. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the Clippers finished whipping some tail, outscored them by 15 points, and that was ridiculous. Tonight we got the Thunder and Mavericks, Raptors and Pacers, and the Warriors and the Rockets. Now, Steph Curry has just told us that if he had to play it yesterday, he was not ready. So it's only a day from yesterday, so I don't expect him to play. But if he does play, he's going to be in limited minutes. I'm not gonna count. I'm not gonna count against the Warriors in this game. I got the Warriors, but that was the last game, so let me do it in order. Excuse me. All right, so we got the Thunder and the Mavericks. Now we got beef. We got beef. I knew it was gonna come eventually. Charlie Villanueva, whatever his name is, bench warmer, not too important. Had some things to say about Westbrook's dancing and pre-dancing ritual with Payne. I forget this kid's first name. Something Payne. He's a good kid. He's a rookie or a second year vet, one of the two. He had just dancing with Russell Westbrook, and the Dallas Mavericks didn't take too fond to it. Charlie tried to interfere. Westbrook pushed him out of the way. Then you got Justin Anderson pushing Westbrook and Westbrook pushing him. But it wasn't anything crazy. They just wanted to intimidate each other. There's also, you can see JaVale McGee in the background getting bumped by Payne, but not really like a purposely bump. He just walked into him, and that's how I seen Justin Anderson purposely walked into Westbrook to interrupt their dance thing. But there's definitely beef now. Charlie said some unkind things. Well, he didn't say unkind things. He said you shouldn't dance in the basketball court, and you're in my way. Get out of my way. Westbrook's like, you're a scrub. You don't play the basketball. Charlie said, oh, but are you talking about me or your boy Cameron Payne? Excuse me, now I remember his name, Cameron Payne. And it's just like, this is stupid. But we're in Dallas now. The series is tied. I'm not picking the Dallas Mavericks to win this game, but if they do, kudos, because they'll be up 2-1 and have their first series lead. But I have the Mavericks losing this game because KD wants revenge. Westbrook wants blood, and Cameron Payne's gonna be on the bench still. But I still have the Mavericks losing because Westbrook and Durant didn't appreciate his comments, and Charlie didn't reply to Durant because he knows Durant's a good guy. Durant's just trying to have the shady attitude, and I don't like it too much. But Durant has changed, and we need him to be hungry and lethal, but not to the media. I mean, to the media, we don't. I'm not a media guy. I'm just talking sports, but the media, he should be more lethal on the basketball court, not in the media. Nobody really cares what the media has to say when you're a basketball player making millions of dollars and they're making thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands. I don't know, but yeah, Katie, just get lethal on the court. I'm pretty sure he will anyway. I don't have to tell him. He's going to be hungry this game. I think the Thunder win. Next game, Raptors Pacers. Pacers are in Atlanta. In Atlanta, Pacers are in Indiana. Indiana is definitely ready for this challenge to have the Raptors at their home for 2 games. I think the Pacers win tonight. I think PG-13 gets the crowd's feel, and he's just gonna light it up. 35 points, 38 points, maybe. He's gonna light it up this game. I don't see him dudding it out at home right now. Pacers take the lead again, 2-1. Final game, Raptors, not Raptors, Warriors, Rockets. I got the Warriors, obviously. I don't want to pick against the Warriors because they're going to make me look bad. I'm a Rockets fan, diehard Rockets fan. I love Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, unfortunately, is leaving for like the 10th time I've said it. Dwight, if you're interested, New York might want you because you would do well in the triangle offense. You didn't play in the triangle offense, so now you might have some feel for what it is. You might be a dominant center again. We don't know. But anyway, yeah, the Warriors are just too much of a better team. The Rockets too dysfunctional. I don't have the Rockets even coming close in this game. Curry might not play, as I said before in the video. He doesn't feel too well with his ankle, and I think that is something to worry about in the future. Um, they're obviously going to win this series, and it looks like the Clippers are obviously going to win their series. So I would suggest Curry sit the rest of the series. This might be a sweep, might be 5 games. I don't know. Curry sit the series, let your knee rest. You could shoot. You could shoot. It's just his ball dribbling and his penetration is going to be limited if he does play on a restricted basis. I feel that he should just sit with the threes, just practice hitting his 3-point shots in the pregame. Sit, relax, rest. It's not a series that's going to challenge the Warriors whatsoever. And I'm hoping and praying that the Rockets can pull one out, but I don't even see that happening. The Rockets are 1-13, no 1-12 against this Warriors team dating back to last year. So yeah, being a Rockets fan, watching them play against the Warriors is always stressful. But we don't know. I don't have James Harden destroying it today, and if they do, however, my record's already diminished. So might as well just let it go through. So I got two away teams in the Thunder and Warriors, and I got one home team with the Pacers. We'll see how it goes. I'm praying that the Pacers win this series because it's just so much better to watch a 7 seed that deserves some recognition to win than a Raptors 2 seed that just somehow dominated the East and doesn't come to show play how they play basketball. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. And that on that regard, I don't know why, but this 2-7 series on both ends, well, the 2-7 on the West end is just boring, and the 2-7 on this end is interesting to watch as a Pacers bias. I'm not a Pacers fan, but if I'm rooting for the Pacers, so it's just more fun to watch. If you watch it at a objective basis, it's fairly boring as well. But I want the Pacers to win. But yeah, these 2-7 series, one is so far apart and one is so close together. And then if you look at the 4 or 5 on each end, one is so far apart and one is so close together. The Trailblazers are not that bad from the Clippers. I don't know what's going on. They're just being playoff duds. Not too much playoff experience. But I see the Pacers beating the Raptors, and I see the Heat 5 maybe 6 games against this Hornets team. But on the other end, you got what seems like such a close matchup with 4 or 5, and such a far apart matchup 2-7. It's opposite on the East, so it's just opposites. I don't like it. I don't like how the 2-7 on the East is so close, but the 4 and 5 are so far apart. It's like I don't know what's going on with that. But Pacers, I mean the Raptors did put themselves in this position. They need to win some games if they're gonna win. I have them winning in 6 still, but I think the Pacers are gonna win. I think that's my first series loss. So far, I'm so good, but I don't think it's gonna go too well for me in that regard. I might go 8-1. I mean 7-1, but we'll see. My series predictions. Hopefully, I go undefeated because I'm definitely not undefeated at 11-5. I see myself coming out of this 13-6, but it'd be awesome to go 13-7. Excuse me. I would be awesome to go 14-6 though, but we will see tonight. All right, stay tuned. I'm going to make this video 15 minutes long because I like being even. I guess I don't know. Uh, out of that, besides the Hornets being down 2-0, they have just lost their best cornerback in Josh Norman. I don't know what happened. I don't know if his agent was like, yeah, listen, we're making 200 mil or something, but very unfortunate for the Panthers. The Panthers are losing such a great player. Come to New York. OBJ will forgive you. Because you do understand that you started that fight, but the Giants would definitely do good in trying to get this guy. If they could get him on a franchise tag or something, well, can't really franchise tag a player that hasn't been on your team. But if they could figure it out, we'll see. All right. This is Big Head Ed, and he is out. Bye.